Yo, what is going on, guys? It is the SG Match today with my first NBA 2K22 video, and in this video, I'm going to be teaching you guys the best center build, in my opinion, on NBA 2K22. In case you guys didn't know, on my channel, all I really do is post no money spend methods for every game I play, whether it's Madden, MLB, 2K, pretty much whatever I play, I'm posting no money spend methods, and in this video, like I said, I'm going to show you guys the best center build, in my opinion, with this game. The way I play, it's more of like a defensive paint beast type of build. There's not going to be a whole lot of shooting in this build, but if you're looking to dominate the paint on both sides of the ball, this is going to be the build for you. So I'm going to pretty much throw up some screenshots here and kind of just dive down in depth on why I picked the stats that I chose and just explain why I did everything that I did. So without further ado, let's get into this. Alright, so I just want to make this part really quick here. Obviously, I made him a center, and he's right-handed. You can obviously choose left or right, but I'm just going with right-handed because that's just, I don't know, that's how I play. So I just want to get that out of the way right now. So moving into some of the stats that really do matter. I chose the height to be 7 feet because if I went up to 7'1", 7'2", or 7'3", I've lost some attributes that I think were really important. So I just wanted to keep the 7 foot. 259 was the weight. At 260, I lost some stats that I didn't like. I believe like, what was one of them? It had to do something with like the dunking, or what was it? Something like that. But I chose the weight to be 259 because I was still really heavy, but I also didn't want to lose out on some of the key attributes that I needed. I chose a 7'10" wingspan because, like I said, I want to keep some of the attributes that I needed, and with a 7-foot wingspan as well, I did get some better rebounding. I believe steal went up as well, so that's just something that I really wanted in the build, the body physique being built. I think that was just the best for me. I don't want someone that's skinny because, like, as a center, you just want to be able to body people. There is another build that's good, I believe. It's called Burly, where you are just massive. So either one of those, built or Burly, are really good body types for, like, you know, just ground and pound defensive centers that like to body people, get rebounds, blocks, and just stay in the paint. But if you're more of a shooter, do not ever go with built or Burly because that's not good. So I just want to put that out there. That's just why I chose these stats right here. So now what is probably the most important part are the attributes. Now, why did I choose the attributes, you know, just to be this way? One thing as a center, like I said, that I want to have as, you know, someone who is going to dominate the paint, you're going to want to have 99 offensive and defensive rebounding as well as 99 block. That's just essential. 99 interior defense. Those 4 stats should be no-brainers. If you want to dominate the paint, you need to have those 99 stats. I think I moved steal up a little bit as well. I want to intercept some passes, disrupt some passing lanes in the paint. Perimeter defense, I did not even touch because as a center, I don't want to have my focus on being on the perimeter, obviously. So I did not touch that at all. All right. Close shot, I want that maxed out. I want to be able to just completely dunk on people, dominate, you know, close to the basket. As well as, you know, standing dunk, post control. You want that to be maxed out because if you want to dominate the post, you need to have all those attributes that are, you know, right under the basket. You need to have those maxed out. Now, for some of the badges, you don't need 99 stats. As you can see, like, when you go through your attributes, you notice some badges light up as to what, tier you can get the badges. You don't need 99 stats, but you know, personally for me, I just want 99s because I wanted to have some of these attributes maxed out. Strength I want maxed out as well because, like I said, I want to be able to bully people, body them, throw them around the court, especially when I have takeovers. So that's just kind of why I chose that. I think I touched mid-range a little bit. I don't really care about mid-range, to be honest. With the system I play with, the guy that I usually play with, he's a guard. Sometimes I'll have mid-range looks, but, you know, that's not that important to me. So I just kind of kept it how it was. And that's really all I did. I just really focused on you know, the stats that I really needed close to the basket. Literally the only downfall to this build, there's really only 2 downfalls, is the speed and the pass accuracy. Passing is so important this year, and I will be honest, the passes are really slow with this build, but you know what? You got to make some sacrifices because the defense is really good, and when you're close to the basket, it is really good as well. I'm only a 75 overall, and I can still do some really dominant post moves, throw people around, get crazy blocks, even at a low overall. So that's just kind of why I chose those attributes. If you have any questions on these attributes, let me know down below, and I'd love to answer your questions. So for my primary takeover, I chose stuff blocks. From the trend of this video, you can probably tell, I just want to be able to dominate the paint, and I thought stuff blocks was, you know, the best option for that. You can kind of just choose whatever you want, though, for takeover. Honestly, whatever just sounds best for you. This is just what sounded best for me. So stuff blocks, that's what I thought was best for the primary. Secondary, I wanted post shot daggers. That's just because sometimes on offense, I don't, you know, we don't run our offense through me when we play twos, but you know, probably 10% of the time I will, you know, run the offense. And when I have takeover, I think it's kind of a no-brainer. Whoever has takeover, especially if it's an offensive one, should run the offense. So if I can get that post shot daggers takeover, I can just dominate the paint on the offensive side of the ball. So that's just kind of why I chose these takeovers, but you can choose whatever ones you want. These just sounded best to me. And finally, I just wanted to include this last screenshot here. These are just some of the players this build represents. So, if this interests you, I'm sure a lot of you guys want to know, what this player plays like. Mutombo, I think, is the best example of this. Obviously, you saw by the attributes, the defense, just really incredible. Kind of plays like that. Not as tall as Mutombo, I don't believe. I believe Mutombo was around 7'2", 7'3". This build is 7 foot tall, as you saw, but I think Mutombo is a great example of how this guy plays. So, I'm only 75 overall, like I said. But this guy plays really, really well on the defensive side of the ball. I upgraded my defensive attributes first, and I'm going to wait a little bit for my offense because I think defense is just more important for me. So I just wanted to include this to you guys because I know some of you guys might have been interested on what this player is like. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Hopefully y'all did enjoy it. If you want to see gameplay on this center, basically I can just post like some highlights where I, scoring, rebounding, blocks, everything you need to know. If you want to see some gameplay, let me know down below. I'd love to post some gameplay on this build. Like I said, this guy has some pretty crazy games, pretty crazy animations in the paint. So if you guys want to see that, leave a like or let me know down below. And yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this video. I'm going to do my shoutouts today right now. In case you guys don't know, I shout out every single one of my comments. All you have to do to get shout out in my next video is comment on this video. So let me pull up all of the comments from my last video. Here we go. Pulling it up right now. I got to find the video. Hold up. But yeah, let me know if you want to see some gameplay. I'd love to post some gameplay. I'm riding into a tree right now because I took my hands off the controller. But here are all the comments from the last video. We have TEG Mago Moms, Moopin Fiji, Hunters Hunting Adventures, like that name, The Athletic Channel, The Athletic Nation, Meal Dolphin Thing, Hunt Awakens, Yolkface, Fortnite Gameplays, and George Washington. Thank y'all so much for coming to the last video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe down below, and I'll talk to you later. Stay safe for me, and peace out.